Hey, it's your reigning supreme, the Dog Queen. Welcome back to my channel. If you notice my voice is lower and raspier, a bitch is sick. Like, I'm gonna be honest, a bitch is sick. So I cannot film what I wanted to film this week. So we're just gonna do these simple reviews right now. Which are the Booriginal Creeproductions. I have Cleo and Deuce right here that we will be reviewing today. Because I had Cleo and Deuce in my childhood, because, like, I probably said this a couple of times, like, even in my first round of Creeproduction reviews, that, like, my sister owned all of them, all of, like, the originals, and I played with them with her, which is how I got into Monster High. So I've always loved it, and, yeah, when she, like, reached 12 or 13, she was like, okay, I'm done, and then, donated all of them, but a lot of them, if I remember, had like their legs broken off and they weren't in good shape, so it was for the best. Anyways, so now I finally get to have Cleo and Deuce again after like over 10 years of not having them, which is crazy, because when I started recollecting the old Monster High dolls in like 2021, Cleo was already skyrocketing in price to be like $40 used, and it was like, no. So I just always wanted her, and I was like, now I'm really excited to have Cleo, because will be my like second G1 Cleo that I own now. Yeah, if you notice, the bitch is sick. But the old packaging is really, really cool. I still love this, and I wish that G3 would up their packaging game, which it looks like they're starting to with the Fearbook line. If you saw those box photos, like, it looks like a page turning, but it's still all plastic, because like that's what Mattel does now, and has been doing since like 2015. But it looks good. Like, it looks cool. So I'm glad we're getting cool boxes again. And for cool boxes, like I said, super awesome, and they switched it up a little bit from the original design by having the little coffin window reach to the side like all the original, like all the Creeproductions have, but this time we have their little symbols that are larger and have like the little window cut out of them. So if you're curious, Deuce's was a basketball, but they didn't make all of the cardboard lines, so it just looks like a circle with split in two, like 1-1 from Infinity Train. And then Cleo's is a diamond, super cute. And then I love like the little flap right here with the stripes to be Deuce, and then the mummy wrap over it to be Cleo. And they added back Freaky Just Got Fabulous. Love that tagline. Really mad that it was replaced, but it does make sense. Like, be yourself, be unique, be monster. Like, that one also was a good tagline too, so I'm not like mad about it. And then down here we have Cleo de Nile, daughter of the mummy, Deuce Gorgon, son of Medusa. And then down there it is, I believe, their release date, which is July 2010, the It Couple mix. And if you notice all the different languages, it's because they put in all of the, like, there's no American version. They're just all the international version, which is, includes French and English. So it's like, I guess, Canadian version. Yeah, but yeah, so there's disappointing changes. On the side, we have more of that mummy wrap print. And on this side, we have Cleo and Deuce. And then the little Monster High logo. This box is just so iconic because it's so cool. Anyways, we have Monster High meet the frighteningly fashionable teenage children of the world's most famous monsters. And then in the background right here in the black stripes, you can see like different things for Spectra, Abby, Ghoulia, and Cleo. Because that was the ones in this wave. And for Cleo, like, as you can see, all these different languages. We didn't get an English version, so this is like the shortened version. But it says, age 5,842, give or take a few years. Pet Hissette is my secret Egyptian cobra. Her hiss is honestly much worse than her somewhat poisonous bites. Favorite food, grapes, especially when someone is feeding them to me. BFFs, Deuce Gorgon, and Ghoulia yelps. And then on Deuce, we have age 16. Pet Perseus is my two-tailed rat named for an ancient Greek warrior mom knew. She doesn't think it's funny. Favorite food, Greek monster fusion. It's my own creation, because he was a chef here, but he had to hide his like cooking shit because it's feminine, or it would make him look feminine. So I'm glad that he's like a chef, like a baker and a chef, and he's like really proud of it in G3. And then BFFs Cleo and Nile and Jackson Jekyll. And then down here we have like a little sarcophagus and a little snake to be some more symbols. Then right here it says, what is that? August 23rd, dinner date, don't be late. I think that's an episode, because they did that in the first time where they like mentioned episodes. I don't remember. But there's their barcode. These are Amazon exclusive now, because I think what happened was the same thing as what happened to Palmart, which is where they were able to get like a small shipment of them before Amazon claimed it as an exclusive, like the Creeproductions as exclusive. So if there is going to be a restock, it's probably going to be on Amazon, because they did do a restock earlier today for like 5 minutes before it sold out again of Gulia. So I was able to get Gulia, or another one. You'll see why. And then bottom of the box is that junk. And then the top has, is there another beast couple at Monster High? We think not. All right. And then before I open them, I'm going to show you the other two I have for the reviews. I bought Abby because my OG Abby, I love her, but she has terrible glue seepage. I fixed it for now, but it's gonna come back, and it like yellowed her headband, and it extremely yellowed her hair. Well, it's not like as bad as other people's, but it's still like quite yellow. So I wanted an Abby with no glue seepage, period. And I never had Shiver, so I wanted to get her, and I'll talk about her box in her review. And then the other one is Gulia. I bought Gulia because Gulia is and Laguna and Claudine are like my fave Monster High characters. So I wanted to have Gulia in the box for sure. So this one came perfect. I know a lot of people's Gulias came like damaged, but mine came perfect. And so she will stay in box. And because of that small little restock, I was able to order another one so I can have her out of box too. Even though I do own the original Gulia, I just wanted one where I can like play with her, like with her legs, and them not no fear of her legs coming off. And I can like take off her glasses and headband, like I don't have to worry about keeping those in. And there wouldn't be any risk of glue seepage. So that's why. So Gulia review will happen when my other one from Amazon comes, because I don't want to risk opening this one and then the other one I get having a damaged box if this one's a perfectly fine box. I hope you guys understand. So, but I'll probably end up releasing, because I'm gonna do these like once a week. So next week will be Abby and then Gulia, just so I can have, just so she can come by then. So will probably be no difference to you, but a difference to me. Oh yeah, and then the little plastic and cardboard is separating right here for mine. Again, I don't really care. Oh, and interesting enough, these came in their own like little shipper. So that's weird, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get these bitches open. I can just talk for so much. All right, and now they're out of the box. So before we look at them, let's go what they come with. So firstly, they came with stands, gold for Cleo, green for Deuce. Still love the stands. And then we have a gold brush for Cleo. And then we have a little gold purse with black painted details right here, blue right there, and it continues on to the back. And then Deuce's extra accessory are his sunglasses. They're red with black lenses. So this proves that, yes, Mattel can give us, like, glasses that are lensed and have completely painted sides. They don't need to give us windowless glasses. And then we have Hesette here, looking fucking fierce, with her little pearls all over her body in the snake design. Then we have a couple necklaces, a crown, and a little ring on her tail. They're all painted gold, and she has some nice, fierce purple eyes. I've always loved Hesette. Like, look at this fucking bitch. Iconic. And then we have Deuce's rat, Perseus, who's hilarious. He has molded on gloves and a molded on earring, so I guess He's always kind of been like this because it continued on in G3, but they were actually painted. So I like that. And then orange right here, orange eyes, and orange for the little mohawk. So a little cutie patootie right here. I like him. And then they come with diaries. Love this. So we have Cleo to Nile, like a golden yellow little spider web right here. It says for royal eyes only. And then you can flip through the entire thing. You can just see it all in English. And then it changes to French, because international version. And if you notice, there's just a blank page at the end right here. They removed the bios on the back of each diary for this one, since they're international version, which fucking sucks. Because they also didn't give us much bio on the back of the box. Because that's what I loved about the diaries. You got to learn more about their everyday life, and you got like a whole like about me section. So that's all gone. So I'm actually going to print that out for Deuce and Cleo and put it right here. I already have Abby's and Cleo's diaries, so it's fine for them. And then Deuce right here has green spiderwebs. Deuce Gorgon, keep your eyes off my journal or you'll spend the rest of your life as a lawn ornament. Same thing here. We have all the English. And then it switches to French. And then this time we have 2 blank pages, no about me section. So that fucking sucks, but it's okay. And they packaged the diaries ball this time, because the first round of Creeproductions, they put the diary like right above the little stand base. So they ended up being bent right out of box, but these ones came like behind everything. So they're all nice and flat, which is good. Okay, and now we can start on Deuce. So you guys will watch longer to see Cleo. So Deuce is pretty cool. I really like him. Firstly, his face, mine is wonky. They printed his eyes higher than they should be because the sculpt for it starts right here and ends right there. So that's fun, but he looks okay without him, with like the defect and all. And then he looks like almost identical to his original doll, which is cool. Then we have his like snake mohawk. So we have a little bit of like green yellow gradient down here. And then we get to the snake mohawk, which is really cool. And then the tips of the snakes are dark green. Awesome gradient on him. And then he also has a little cartilage piercing, which is fucking awesome. We have only gotten like piercings on the boys in G3 on Claude, but like this is awesome. I wish Deuce in G3 was able to keep this cartilage piercing, because this is like actually really cool. Like I did not remember Deuce having a cartilage piercing. And yes, it is removable. At least I hope so. Never mind. I guess it's not removable. But that's okay. I want more cartilage piercings in G3, because so far only Abby and all the werewolves / werewolves have them. And then we move on to his outfit. We have his little scales right here that are printed on. They look great, nice and clear. We have a little silver necklace, a red tank top with a little skull and cassette and like little tape recorders on there, or like the little, what is it? Tape reel, which is cool. We have this vest that's made out of a nice cotton material with the little rib trim right there and the little like zipper portions that are in just a metallic ribbon. Ribbon continues on to the back. Then we have his bracelet right here, which is black with a silver skull on it. And then we have his glove, which is not plastic like G3 gloves are. This is fucking fabric, which is insane. A whole removable fabric glove. And he has wrist articulation, which his original doll didn't have, so cool. He has a cool little belt right here with a cassette right here that's red, and then silver studs going way around, and then a little chain right here. I saw that some people's chains on their Deuces had like this part of the center just molded in, but mine has it all like real chain looking, whatever. And then we have his pants, which are this like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like kind of a cheapy fabric that would like fray. But it has printed scales on him, little stitch details right there to make the little line. And this is all in gold stitching, which is interesting. I guess to bring it together with Cleo, or is that silver? It's either silver or gold. It's metallic thread, I can tell you that. And then he has his little shoes right here, his little Vans that are white. They have checkerboard on them and then a little bit of silver on the sides. On the bottom are a bunch of stars. As for articulation, he has movement at the head, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, and knee. Oh, and ankle, which is nice. And the hands and forearms are removable. Yeah, so there's the forearm, which is easier to detach than the wrist, I believe. Oh no, it's easy. That's nice. And then original Deuce, we called it Deuce Booty Issues, where which the channel now known as My World coined that. Because whenever Deuce would sit down, his pants would split open. But now, if we sit him down, his pants do not split open. So that's awesome. So they fixed that. Deuce no longer has Deuce booty issues. Congratulations, Deuce. You moved past that moment in your life. Anyways, now we can put the sunglasses on him. This is probably gonna be like a fucking 40-minute review. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I just have so much to say. So we can put his glasses on him now to hide his wonkiness. If it would go in his other ear, that'd be fucking great. Yeah, there we go. So now his eyes are hidden, but not entirely, as you can still sort of see his eyes through there, which is actually really awesome. I'm glad they toned down the tint of it so you can see his eyes. Yeah, that's actually really fucking cool. Anyways, moving on to Cleo. We have her and all her royalty here. She does have a little bit of styling wax in her hair, so I will be washing that out. But I'm glad that it's wax and not gel, because the gel is fucking annoying. But anyways, she has all saran hair, and it is black with some brown streaks and gold tinsel, as per usual for Cleo. She has bangs, her signature bangs, and her bangs are longer than usual, or like her original, which is nice. I like the longer bang look on Cleo. Then she has this awesome gold-plated headband with blue jewels on it. Like, they actually did the fucking plating on it. And then she has these little, like, teardrop, or, like, chandelier earrings that are gold. And then her face-up is really, really pretty and is not nearly as ball-eyed as the 2010 version. So congrats to Cleo for getting past that, because she looked wonky as hell back then. But she has some nice purple makeup with some shimmer and some juicy red lips. They actually like overlined the lips to be correct this time, unlike Haute Couture. I'll do a comparison. And then her eyebrows still have that little like swoop at the end, if you see there. And then her eyes are green, like they should be. And then we have her little face diamond right there. And then for her outfit, all this is in gold stitching. She has this little choker piece right here that's fabric. We have this blue fabric overlay with some glitter right here, which is just super pretty. And there's like little satin trims right there. Little like tulle that goes out. And then a beautiful like lace going from like all the way down and around. Like super pretty. And that just ties up in the back. And then she has a bodysuit under that is all like this cotton material and mummy wrap. As you can see, it's like a top and pants, and then they sewed it together. Pretty cool with like literally the exact same print. And it has a little bit of like they pretty much cut a strip out of it and just sewn it right there, so it's like two little mummy wrap pieces. Um, and then, which this is a really hard lace, I'm gonna be honest, but it like folds out like that, which is cool. And then we have this arm, which is a little mummy wrap, that's also made out of cloth. And then we have another little stringy area. And then we have her little arm cuff thing, which gets lost in every single used Cleo picture. Like, literally, she just doesn't have it. And then we have her gold bracelet right here, which is, I believe, the same sculpt as Frankie's bracelet. So, Clanky was here before with the matching bracelets. Then we have 3-road, like, gold drop belt thing. It's pretty. And then we have her iconic cell phone holder in gold with little black dots right here and her little phone. And then we move on to her shoes, which are made out of like a light yellow beige fabric, and then they like lightly washed on this darker golden yellow on top, so it ends up looking like dirty wrap, which is super cool. Like, that's an awesome touch. And then we have the sole, which is mummy wrapped in all black. And then we have these little gold dots going around. Nothing on the sole, because that's not really a G1 thing. So yeah, that is Cleo. And I'm super excited to have her. She just looks so cool. And this amount of detail is fucking nuts. And now for something I wanted to check, because I brought in Frankie over here, which is perfect. Like, that's why I literally noticed the bracelets. Matching bracelets here. But when we take Frankie, because this is going to fall off, and we pull off the forearm, she lost her forearm, but now you can see that it's a thicker peg. This is the Creeproduction peg. They haven't used it since the first round of Haute Couture, so I'm curious if this Cleo, what type of peg that she has. It'll probably be the original, because they like abandoned the Haute Couture, or like that arm peg sculpt, for like no fucking reason. They were just like, yeah, we're done with you, even though that you were better. Wow, this is not coming off. I'll be back. So, final reveal, they end up, all the new Creeproductions use the old body sculpt with the super tiny and frail little arm peg, which is annoying, because fucking hell. I loved the Creeproduction ones. They were easier to remove, and they were thicker, so that meant, like, they wouldn't break. Like, I don't fucking know why they swapped it, and it pisses me off. So now, she is, like, her arm is going to be prone to breaking. So annoying. I hate how fragile the old Monster High bodies are. Anyone else? Anyone else pissed about that? Like, I can't even do much with her without being like, oh, she could break. So, I love that. I love that they just had a whole body sculpt made and didn't even use it. Ugh, so fucking annoying. And it's just so much easier. I miss the original Creeproduction arm sculpt. We love each other in G3. There you go. That's to piss y'all off. And then we can grab my Haute Couture Cleo, which obviously there's a little differences here. Like, we have the coiled up, like, more beaded looking tinsel versus the straight tinsel. She has no brown in her hair like this one, but the major difference is definitely the face. Like, look at the faces. The Haute Couture one just does not look like Cleo. Like, the lips are smaller, the eye shape is a little different. She has fucking blue eyes instead of green. Like, what the fuck is this? This is not Bratz. Yeah, so that's the difference between the two. which always pissed me off. Like, Haute Couture Cleo's outfit and design is beautiful. The only thing holding her back was her face, because I really don't like that face. So yeah, that's cool. I love Cleo, and yeah, so now we can get into the next part of my video where I rant a little bit, because do you see the quality on here with the fabric right here, fabric right here, all the painted details on the shoes, the glasses that have like full painted detail to look like just lenses, the electroplating on the headband, like in the trims. Like, do you see all that? Like, this is a G3 doll that costs the same price, $25, as her, where instead of a stand, brush, and diary, we get a bunch of little accessories instead. That's what I accounted for. So looking at the base dolls themselves, she only has painted detail on the top part right here and right there, versus Cleo, which she has painted detail on the entire shoe. Not only that, like, when we move on to, like, Fearbook Toralei doesn't even have, like, any paint on her boots. Like, what the fuck is that? And then no electroplating anywhere, just typical silver plastic, which that I can forgive. Electroplating is a little much. The hair quality, the same. Not judging that. And then the outfit pieces. Like, this is a little bit nicer. Yeah, like, we have the pockets and stuff, and this is a nicer material. But this is just, like, printed on. We're used to the printed on. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, we didn't even get full socks, like we do with other characters. The gloves that we have in the future are going to be plastic that you fit over it, not even real, fabric. So it's just baffling to me that these dolls, like, you see, like, she could have used more painted detail on her belt and on her choker and on her earrings and a little bit more on, like, the vine clip. Like, they just deliberately left out so much painted detail on this bitch. And that's for, like, every single G3 doll thus far. Just doesn't have enough painted detail anywhere, and it's annoying because when we see these dolls cost the same amount, we know that they can give us more in G3 for the same exact price, but they choose not to. Which is why, like, as soon as I notice that, I really only buy the dolls that I super want from each line, and then I just wait for the rest of them to go on sale so I can pay what they're worth versus what Mattel is upcharging for the G3 dolls. But this person on Reddit did, like, respond and give, like, a good point in that these dolls are worth the $25 and sell out. So Mattel is comfortable placing them at a $25 price point. While G3, since there's more produced, they end up being, like, no matter what, there's going to be, like, a big sale on them, like, half off, and they're going to just, like, would lose a little bit of profit if they spent more money on that. So, like, they're meant to go on sale. So even when they're on sale, Mattel still gets, like, money from it, like, revenue. So, like, when you bring it up like that, it makes sense. So then it just makes me want to wait for every single doll to go on sale. But I can't control myself sometimes, and I have to buy some of them immediately, like Corey Fresh Laguna. I'm excited for her. So yeah, that's my little rant, is that they can definitely improve G3, but choose not to. And my only criticism for these dolls is that we need the Creeproduction bodies back, for at least the arms back, for the future dolls, because we don't want these bitches breaking. So that's it. These cost $50, which is great. Perfect price. Definitely getting your money's worth, and they're already, like, sold out on Amazon. Like I said, I hope they can restock. I really want them to, but knowing Mattel, they're, like, idiots when it comes to basic economic supply and demand shit. So they're just gonna make less. So now they're gonna have a consumer loss. Or no, not consumer, producer loss in money that they could have been making. So really dumb. They're really dumb company, honestly. Like, they need someone with a brain to run that shit, so they can be like, yeah, let's make more of these since they sold well. Like, I don't get it. Anyways, for me, I grant you a wonderful, glorious, fantabulous day. Toodles.